No, no, he isn't. Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Unrelated channel. If you clicked on this video, or you're here, or you somehow magically just find yourself here, but I'm just going to discuss my thoughts on PewDiePie and the horrible, tragic mass shooting that happened in New Zealand. So I saw this news story earlier today. I actually saw it because PewDiePie tweeted, and now following from that, I saw that there was a lot of trending. PewDiePie was trending. There was thousands and thousands of tweets about him, and it's, and I get that people are trying to relate PewDiePie to it and they're saying it's his fault, but people are really overlooking like what's actually happened. Like, there's 49 people that have died. I'm sure you've all seen the footage, or you might have seen clips or anything like that. I don't advise you to go and watch it because it's really tragic footage. You always get the same kind of people on Twitter that are just trying to stir up an argument and be the antagonist and cause all a fuss, but like, people have died. Like, why is everyone so focused on PewDiePie, and or PewDiePie did this in 2017, so that's why this guy's done this? It's just not related. And then people worrying about PewDiePie being demonetized. I mean, there's 49 people that have lost their lives. There's 49 sets of families that have lost a loved one, or maybe a couple of loved ones. And people are worrying about PewDiePie being removed from the platform. It's not just people on Twitter though, it's like official publishing companies like The Mirror and maybe a couple of others that, they're doing a story on what's just happened, but 50% of the article is how PewDiePie is, a Nazi, and all the stuff that he did back in 2017. They're still milking that. They're still going on about all that. Like, anything that PewDiePie does, it relates back to what he did back then in the media's eyes. But we just need to stop overlooking what's happened. Can we not just take a moment for all these people and all these families that have lost loved ones and people that have lost their lives? It's just a bit ridiculous. And another concern that I do have is I saw a screen grab of a 4chan chat that this guy had with other beds, and he's telling these guys that he's gonna go live and where they can watch it, and all these guys are saying, that's the best video I've ever watched, and it's mental. And I'm not really very familiar with 4chan, but why is there nothing in place where they can spot that? Because I don't think this guy just turned up in this thread one day and said, "Hi guys, I'm gonna go and do this." It's obviously a group of extremists, and they must have talked about this tons, and he's probably even told them what he's gonna do, and that's just been overlooked. Can we not have something stricter in place to stop this kind of stuff? Why is it only when bad stuff happens that's when people react? It's just like when people die, that's when everyone says all the good things about them. Why don't you say that before? It's like any other terrorist attack we've had. Why are we not clamping down on it more beforehand? Why are we only doing it afterwards? That's the kind of the problem that we've got with society. And this guy, he says, subscribe to PewDiePie in his video and whatever, but that's just, again, more publicity. If he did this perhaps and didn't say that, I know it still would have been publicised massively, but perhaps without the trending PewDiePie tag, it wouldn't have, gone to the heights that it has done. And is an antagonist. So what he's done is he's causing all these people to defend PewDiePie and all these people to argue against PewDiePie. He knew what he was doing, and I think he's pretty much made a success of that, because that's what everyone's doing on Twitter, and people are also sharing his name and his picture and letting his identity get out there. Just like, it's just, stop doing that. That's what he wanted. But to go and put it all on PewDiePie is just ridiculous, really. Do you not think? In his manifesto, he also named Spyro the dragon and Fortnite. No one's knocking on Epic's door, giving them a lot of grief, saying, you're inciting violence and this is all your fault, and Spyro the dragon, he's not had any shit, has he? This guy that's done it, he obviously must have had mental health issues, and he wanted that publicity. He wanted to, maybe get internet famous. He's saying that he live streamed it on Facebook, and he mentioned people in the video like PewDiePie and in his manifesto, just to gain that bit more fame and cause a bit of destruction. But I had a thought, and this is the final thought that I'll leave with you guys. Would he have done this terrible act if he couldn't have live streamed it? Because he made such a show of doing it with all the music that he played and everything that he did. He even talked back to the camera. Was this his way of, you know, performing in such a sick and twisted way? Was this his way of doing it? I don't know. Would he have done it if he couldn't have live streamed it? I don't know. Let me know down below and tell me what you think. You might be from T-Series and you might have an agenda yourself. I don't know. I don't know what the people are doing, but they just need to think a bit more. And yeah, I'll just see you in the next one.